Alright, hello, and we're returning to some more SMT5. I seem to have paused the game and come back to a very interesting location. A lot of things want to kill me, it looks like. Aren't those guys like way weaker than me? Why do they want to kill me? Or rather, why do they want to try? Yeah, I don't know how much I'll play today. I figured I'd do at least like an hour or so. Um, Already getting kind of late at night. I set an alarm to wake up pretty early today, at least earlier than I've usually been sleeping. And then I managed to fall right back asleep. So there's that. Not my proudest moment. So I end up oversleeping quite a bit today. I haven't really had much time to do really a lot. As far as you know, games go, or anything related to making videos. I've mostly, in terms of as far as leisure time goes, I finally got around to starting the winter event in Genshin Impact, which I had to do the Albedo story quest, so that just took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Because there's so much dialogue, and I just kind of wanted to get on with it. But you know, it's whatever. If I had been doing it out of choice instead of because I wanted to start the event, then I probably wouldn't have cared. It's just like a huge, kind of like annoying thing with that game because they like time lock these like little story events to time gated like events. Which I'm saying the word event a lot, but I don't know what other word like applies. And it's just really annoying. I understand why they do it. It's to get people to like get into the game, and then they're gonna see the characters that are in the gacha, and then it takes forever to farm Primogems, so they're hoping that people will spend money and buy Primogems so that they can roll the gacha on the characters they want. Because it's a free-to-play game, and it's one of those games where I enjoy like the gameplay, I enjoy exploring, and I like the story part. And it has a lot of good characters in it. But my god, would I much rather just buy like a $60 game and some expansions and like have you organically like come across party members as part of the story. But that doesn't make people money anymore. Making free-to-play, gacha trash does. So, I mean, there's a reason why it's one of the highest grossing, games of like the past year, and it's not because people only spent $60 on it. There's loads of whales. It's a huge problem with any free-to-play game. Even FGO, the mobile game, makes so much money. I'm kind of worried. Oh my! Hey, it's not desert. Holy crap! But yeah, I'm kind of worried about the trend. I feel like a lot of my commentary for this game lately has been me kind of lamenting or bitching about the games industry. But I don't know. It's like games like this. See, I can't even say games like this because this game had day one DLC and like over $20 worth. So this game isn't even a $60 game. I don't know, games like like that I grew up with, where you just bought the game and that was it, are such a thing of the past. It's kind of sad. I miss when you could just buy a game and that was it. I mean, I don't mind like DLC and expansions if they really feel like content that is, you know, that was made new after the fact, not just stuff that was cut out of the game or stuff that should have been in the game from the beginning. Like episode 4 of Doom. You know, that was like a great addition for the game when Ultimate Doom came out. Like expansions like that, or the Quake mission packs, or even like stuff like Shivering Isles for Oblivion, like fantastic like expansion packs, or Opposing Forces and to some extent Blue Shift for Half-Life, like well worth the money. But stuff like the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC that just feels like stuff that should have been in the game to begin with. And like it's just like disappointing. Or even just like a Destiny 2. My god. Destiny 2 is so bad. I mean, not to offend anyone if they like Destiny 2, but honestly, God, there's way better games you can be playing. And I said this to someone who I defended Destiny 1 when everyone else called that game trash. I really like Destiny. And Destiny 2 made me kind of reconsider that and reconsider how I felt about Bungie. Oh, hey. Oh, let me get this ley line found. Is this the same stone? Anyway, that might just be the extent of my commentary for that topic for this video, because it feels like SMT time is become complain about other games time. Maybe I should talk more about SMT. I'm glad she's okay. I was honestly kind of expecting her to end up dead. Is the Fairy King gonna be Oberon? That's a high pixie. I will not cause trouble. I want to talk to Jack Frost. A lot of fairies here. Wow. Jack-o'-lantern. Oh, what a nice little Pyro Jack. I mean, this game is cool and all, but like, what we really need as gamers, as hardcore gamers with a capital G and a hard R, is we need a remake or a sequel or a genuine follow-up to the best game ever made, and that's Jack Bros for Virtual Boy. One of the greatest games ever made, and you know, it was restricted to such terrible hardware, which I think really refines how great that game is. Because you can't appreciate how good a game is unless you're playing it in headache-inducing black and red VR. So, yeah, we truly need the resurrection of Jack Bros. Alternatively, I will also take a genuine sequel to Synchronicity Prologue, because like to end the bit, the joke, I'm actually serious. I would love to play another Synchronicity Prologue or something like it. A Metroidvania starring the Jack Bros. My god, that game is phenomenal. And it is like criminally short because it was just like a promotional thing for, I think, Strange Journey? I don't know if it was Strange Journey or Strange Journey Redux. But that is too good for like any right it has to be as a promo game. And it is genuinely upsetting that we don't have more games like that. I would love not only to have the oh, Copa Tango. Wants me to find one. Oh, okay. Okay. But yeah, not only to have Jack-o'-lantern and Jack Frost, of course, like Synchronicity Prologue has, but I would love to see Jack the Ripper get added too, because he is the third often overlooked Jack Bro. You know, he was, I think they call him Jack Skellington or Jack Skeleton in Jack Bros. Jack Skellington's the guy from Nightmare Before Christmas. That's me in my history of playing too much Kingdom Hearts coming out, playing Jack Skellington. Because Lord knows I do not really watch Disney movies much. I think I've seen Nightmare Before Christmas like once. Way back when, a long time ago. Disney movies were on Netflix. And I streamed it on Halloween season. You gonna talk to me? Okay, wait for one. Okay, well, at least I was worried that was gonna be like a battle. Kind of cool to see him all like big and large and cool like that. That's a demon that's always given me trouble in a lot of different games. Resistances are just very annoying to deal with. Sandman. Oh, this is an enemy demon around here? Oh, it's another Jack Frost. One of the humans' injuries caused them to get a fever. These my powers, I made a ton of ice packs, ho. Guess what? The Fairy King was really impressed, ho. Sorry, I wasn't very enthusiastic for that Jack speak, but my brain is melted. While I was playing Genshin and getting all my shit for the day, doing my dailies and then doing that story shit, I was watching the Vine Sauce 2021 Zelda 2 randomizer run, and you know, Zelda 2 is a game that I kind of like and don't like at the same time. but it has some really like good like bitchin' music. However, you can only listen to it so much before it starts to kind of drive you nuts, and that's about 4.5 hours of I didn't watch it in one sitting. Probably about halfway through when I started up today, maybe a little less than halfway, or like a third. But yeah, like so 4.5 hours. So maybe like a little around 2 or more hours of Zelda 2 music, with how repetitive it is. Drives you a little nuts. I'll give you that. The temple theme, especially. Oh man, excuse me, yawning. But yeah, the temple music especially can be kind of maddening after a while. And part of that is because I associate that music with a great amount of frustration. When I first got... I don't have an NES, I have a Retro Duo. But I got into collecting NES games for a while when I was younger. And it was maybe about the first year I had it. It was around this time, actually. It was around like Christmas time. And there was a big like snowstorm and the roads were kind of shit. But I still ended up going to the local like retro game store around me. Like once it cleared up a little bit, and I went there and I bought Zelda 2 and Mario 2. And the owner of the store was really excited that I was buying Zelda 2 because it was one of his favorite games growing up. So he told me to go and pick like a game that was like, I think like $8 or less. I guess because he was in a good mood. I don't even know. So I ended up with a free copy of Friday the 13th because I figured I really like the movies and I know the game is shit. So I'm never going to buy the game. So I'm going to take a shitty game and like that'll be that. Which that comes into a pretty good connection to this game because Friday the 13th was made by ATLUS. So there we go. Maybe one day we'll get to see Jason as a demon. Maybe he'll show up in the mobile game like Guts and Dante. But yeah, so I end up playing through... Yeah, I end up playing through Zelda 2. Quite a bit. Oh, he's gonna follow me around? Awesome! Oh, no little jack-o'-lantern. But, yeah, I played through Zelda 2 quite a bit. And, it really drove me nuts when I was playing it. I didn't end up finishing it. I played through Zelda 1 and then Zelda 2. I think I went out to buy it because that's like when I like finished Zelda 1. So I went out to buy Zelda 2. And yeah. That game is hard. Oh, weird. I am definitely a little sleepy, but I am not gonna maybe play for too long. I can't believe it's already been 20 minutes. But yeah, a lot of NES games I sort of have like a love-hate relationship with, because even like a lot of like the really good games that like people praise so much, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't think they hold up very well. Like, I don't want to say they're bad necessarily, but I think the sheer frustration that a lot of them cause are kind of indicative of like poor game design, which, I mean, you know, they're early games, so I can't expect them, you know, developers back then to have like the greatest grasp on game design, because, you know, it was still a relatively new like medium. Like, they were trying to figure out what worked. And it's not like modern games are guaranteed to have great game design either. It's still down to like the people like coming up with these ideas to have good ideas. But like Castlevania, the original, is definitely one of those games where like I've played it, and I've played it a lot. I don't think I've ever like finished the game, because I get to the point where I just get so fed up with it that and like it starts to piss me off, and I kind of just come to the conclusion that I have better things to do with my time than get mad at video games. Because like I'd rather get mad at over something that matters, if I'm gonna get mad at all. Which maybe people think it's like that's kind of childish to even get mad at video games, but those old games, if you haven't played them, definitely give them a try, because they can be like genuinely like aggravating to the point where like, yeah, it does kind of piss you off. It does make you a little angry. But I remember making it to, I think the farthest I've ever gotten in Castlevania was the hallway, like right before death, where you've got like the knights with the shields and all like the flying Medusa heads, and I just about had it by that point. Especially like without save states, like trying to do it like legit, it's not fun. It really isn't. And I'm sure with like enough practice you can get to it, but like, you know, the continue starts at the beginning of the stage. So you have to get really good at the whole level like before that point, so you can have like a fighting chance once you get there, just so you can learn. Like that is beyond beyond difficult. But that's how games were made back then. And like I said, it's not the best design, but I understand that game design was in its kind of like, I don't want to say infancy, because, you know, it's not the oldest, but it was still in like the early stages of its life. People had to figure out what worked and what didn't. People are still trying to figure out what works, I think, and probably failing. Plenty of newer games have really annoying game design. And like, almost like annoying in like the opposite direction. There are games that are made today that are like so easy that it's like insulting, like how like dumb that the game thinks you are. Kind of why I don't like Pokemon anymore is because of how, like, boring, like, the game gets with, like, its tutorials and reminding you how to play the game constantly, and, like, having characters, like, compliment you for knowing basic stuff like type affinities. Like, wow, you figured out my fire type was weak to water. You're so smart. I would have never thought to do that. It's like, I've been playing Pokemon since like 20 years. Like, yeah, I know how this works. I think that's what really makes me appreciate Megami Tensei, is the game will tell you, you know, the basics, and it lets you know, like, yeah, if you want to win, like, exploit enemy weaknesses. But it doesn't seem like it's patronizing you. And the one thing I've always felt that this game, or rather the series, does well is how it feels like your enemies are kind of playing on like the same playing field as you, like it's an even field, or like they're following the same rules as you. I mean, there are some like some what do I look for? Exceptions to that. Like in Nocturne, you have Mott, or you know, any enemy with or boss with B-Psi, where they just get free press turns for no reason. But those are usually like the really difficult fights. Like a lot of the Fiends had that, and like I feel like those are the exceptional fights that you really remember, and you feel really good when you do beat them. But like Minotaur in SMT4, like he's absolutely, like, to me he's like one of the epitomes of like a really tough, but like an ultimately like fair boss fight. I will say that there's definitely an unfairness aspect to Minotaur when it comes to how like RNG reliant it is, like on how successful you are. Like if you get Walter, you're just screwed, and if you get Jonathan, you know, you have an advantage. But I mean, for the most part, he's a pretty fair fight. It kind of teaches you what you need to know to succeed in the game. It teaches you that you need to have like a good team comp to like counter boss fights, and you need to think about that. It teaches you Smirk and how it works and how to use it to your advantage, or how it can be worked to your disadvantage if an enemy gets it. And you know, the whole thing of exploiting weaknesses. I mean, even Nocturne and teaches you, like, just by the nature of how it works, is, you know, how important it is to utilize your turns, like, or press turns in a way that, like, you can get the most out of your turn. And that's what I really love. I love the press turn system because it has this dynamic where, like, if you're playing well, like, you can have a fight where the opponent barely touches you, like, if at all. And that's such like a cool feeling. But at the same time, it's, if you misplay, the game can do the same thing to you. And sometimes it just kind of happens randomly, which sucks, but you know, random encounters do be like that sometimes. But that's what makes the press turn system really good. And what I like to call a Nocturne moment, when press turns, you know, when a random encounter just fucking murders you and makes you go back like 30 minutes because just, you know, kind of bad RNG comes to random encounter rates. But to me, it's part of the charm. The game's fair, but it's not too fair. Sometimes, sometimes it'll pull the rug out from underneath you, just to remind you not to get too comfortable. And I think that makes them fun. Because, you know, the game will bullshit you a little bit. And that just makes you a bit more determined to beat it. But that's also my whacked out opinion on the matter. But that's kind of what that charm and that sort of, I don't want to say tough as nails, but that sort of challenge definitely is what made Nocturne probably one of my favorite games. And I will say, comparatively speaking, Persona 5 has a very annoying tutorial because it lasts like 2 hours and it's a bunch of shit I already know, and I can't even like skip it because it's part of the story. And yeah, that drives me nuts and I don't like that. And I was really hoping when I bought Persona 5 Royal that that wouldn't be a thing. When I started the game up, I was hoping like, yeah, you know, I don't know why I hoped. Maybe I just figured that the developers would have some sense. But I was really kind of hoping that there'd be an option where you could say, yeah, I've played Persona 5 before. Or even it'd see my save data from Persona 5 and go, yeah, alright. Let's not go so hard on the tutorial. But unfortunately there wasn't, and I don't know, that kind of shit does suck. Spared, if you offered me to join my party for 3,000 Maka, I'd do it. But yeah, Persona, I have a, I don't know how it's gonna go. I have like a weird, feeling about Persona now. Like, I really like 3 and 4 and 5 is, I think, still like a great game for sure. But it kind of pisses me off how much... Oh, it pisses me off. It sounds like a really... Makes it sound more extreme than how I feel. I guess it bothers me how much like Persona overshadows mainline Megami Tensei. And like, I feel like it gets praise for like things that mainline like does better. So that's always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But and then like, you know, there's Persona 5, you know, fans who who've never played the game. Like, it's like a, you know, a joke at this point. But there are really people out there who consider themselves like fans of the game, have never played it. And I'm gonna have to blame Smash Brothers for that one. Like, honestly. But yeah, the people who oh, that's a dark shard. I want a dark gem. Yeah, the people who are very vocal and annoying. I know they're not the majority, and I know the majority of people who like it will probably end up liking both. Oh, I can't talk to him because he's asleep. Okay, that's a very funny gameplay mechanic interaction that I'm not entirely thrilled with right now. But yeah, at the same time, as much as, like, I dislike... Maybe I'm being a hipster, but, you know, I dislike how much attention Persona 5 gets. Because... While I definitely think that the game has, you know, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to think about this game and also like think about what I'm trying to say. So my brain can only handle, you know, one thing at once. Yeah, just get rid of Axel Claw, I think. But yeah, because Persona 5, it's definitely worthy of praise. I think it's a great game. I don't think it deserves as much praise as it gets because its writing starts out pretty good and then kind of goes quickly downhill, and like it's too derivative. If like all the party members like are just kind of like derivative of Persona 3. And it's been 4 did the same thing, but I think 4 had more likable characters, to be honest. Persona 5's characters, like, I'm trying to think of like the one, like I like Ryuji, and that's mostly down to because he has the same voice actor as Okabe from Steins Gate, so that really helps with, you know, his yelling. Makes me reminds me of Steins Gate when I hear Ryuji yell. I don't really like An, to be completely honest. I like Yusuke because he's a fucking weirdo. I like Makoto, because I think some of the dialogue, or it's actually, I don't know how much I like Makoto as much as I like her social links, because some of the dialogue options you get to pick when you talk to her are really funny. Haru is boring and doesn't have any character because they introduced her too late. And I almost can't like Akechi because people who want Joker and Akechi to be lovers bother me too much. But I think, honestly, Akechi's a pretty well-written character. The twist surrounding him is kind of boring, because it's a little similar to what we saw in 4. People who know, and people who don't know. I'm not going to spoil it any more than that. I mean, it's not entirely the same, obviously, but it's close enough where I felt sort of like this again type feeling. Oh, there's that. And it's weird. I kind of noticed this, well, just talking about it. How I can have a problem with Persona being like derivative of itself, but I love it when SMT is sort of like derivative of itself in a way. Like, I don't know, I guess I feel like the callbacks in mainline just feel more like a tradition that's like always been there versus like being like generic anime stuff, if that makes sense. I don't know, like yeah, Walter and Jonathan are pretty much like Law and Chaos Hero from SMT1, and you know Isabeau is just like the heroine, and you know Flynn is just the hero. But there's just something about the way like when mainline does it, it's good, but when Persona does it, it's I don't want to say bad, but it's just not as exciting. Doesn't feel like I'm part of some exclusive club that I get to know these things. I think maybe it's because it's more subtle. Actually, I don't even know if I'd say it's more subtle. I don't know. I think just the way Persona handles it, like, I think the characters don't really get a lot of room to, like, be characters, and specifically in 4 and 5. Because they lock it... Oh, that motherfucker. Anyway, they lock it behind, like, the social links. So if you don't do them, like, their character just kind of seems bland and tropish. Until you get the social link far enough, and that kind of sucks. Like, honest to God. That's probably my issue. If anything. Should probably, like, use a spyglass so I can figure out what he's weak to. I just don't want him to like use diorama again and get like so much health back. That was a load of BS, like, in all honesty. Okay, well, that also some beat. Let's spyglass. Ah, Mudo. You know, use Dark Gem. Let's use another Dark Gem. We can kill Hisaka. Hisaka? I don't know. Leave a comment at the following web zone to tell me how to pronounce that correctly. Yeah, let's use Fane Breaker, that might be good. If he heals, I'm gonna be annoyed for sure. Oh my god, I'm annoyed for sure. I think that almost got most of its heal. I can lower your attack too, asshole. I guess we'll have to use a dark shard. Man, this is like the worst abscess battle like maybe like ever. Huh. You know, thinking about SMT4, I do kind of miss Smirk. That was a really fun mechanic. Dark Shard again? It's just kind of crummy. But hey, next turn is criticals, so... That should be good. I hope this will just be it. Yeah, this should be it. And yeah, that was a pretty long one for like one enemy. I think those dioramas really didn't help, but hey, we got you can see the map now and got more miracles to learn. Go check this place out. I don't really want to fight more of these guys. Oh my god. You know, yeah, this is a little sucky. It's a little not good. Oh, good lord. See, I can't even... I'll use a gem. Oh, that was my last one. I guess I'll have to focus on Mothman. I change him out. Who knows Zon? Not him. No Zon? I wouldn't really expect you to. Hey, Tanta knows Zon. I think Nekomata yeah, Nekomata knows Wind Breath. Oh, she missed? Oh, well, that's really crummy. Alright, well, guess I'll guard. This is gonna be really bad. Not gonna lie, I was expecting it to be way worse. Oh my god. Random encounter. Alright. I feel like this session just has not been super fantastic. I don't know. I do want to make some progress though. There hasn't been a whole lot of it. Oh. Oh, okay. I was really hoping for a critical. That's what I needed. I really don't like these enemies that can have like 2 turns as like normal, like random encounters. I don't know why that's a thing. I really wish it wasn't. Alright. Quick battle, should be good. Oh, there's a critical. Right at the end. Right. Oh, there's another one. Blocking my path. We got 1 chakra drop. Throw Mothman in. Healthy, I guess. I'm really hoping there's like a ley line by that quest giver. Why did they get to go first? I hit him! This is BS! Fucking toxic. Like, that's the really shitty part. Something to do with that. Ayanga. Did nothing. Very cool. Ooh. Let's go with Sayanga again. Use Rita Soda on myself. And I'm sure I'll get fucking poison next turn anyway. Let's do... Oh, okay, we don't have anything like that. Never mind. Let's just do Mazanma again. Thanks. Toxic Cloud. Rita Soda again. I think Mothman has Medea. Who's that? What? Oh my god. Emerita soda. I'm really gonna have to restock my supplies. Get a Zyonga. Doesn't do anywhere near enough damage. Use an electric shard. I'm gonna get a whole lot of poison. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, RNGesus. Electric shard. I'll use Mazio, I think. Get rid of that one. Oh, that's some good damage. Dang, that was a little tedious, not gonna lie. Resources are very low. How the incense. Who do I give that to? Give him the Ice Sutra. I did not. That's the analog stick screwing me over again. I wouldn't give it to Satanta, but I guess Zwan Wu gets it now. Cool. Yes, speaking of party members. Got no MP, so I'll put in for a poker. Please email me at this web zone if you know the correct pronunciation of that demon's name. Life drain? He gets life drain? Use a fire shard. Oh yeah. Just go with Hama. I forgot I had Hama on Mothman. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. Oh, that was an enemy demon I just walked past. No big deal. Let you run poo here. 10,000 Maka? That's definitely Kichijoji in the background of this track, isn't it? Like that bass line? That's undeniably Kichijoji. I'm sorry, I'm just grooving. Yeah, I guess I'll pay 10k. AKA Puzzle Boy, AKA PTSD theme song. Puzzle Boy is that bad. I've done it multiple times and it never gets better. Kichi, not Kichi, Puzzle Boy sucks. Sure. Look at that guy. Find her in the fairy village. Oh no. Alright. Alright, well there's a Memon around, so. Oh, I've missed quite a bit. Oh, I've got that other quest to hand in. Huh. Guess I should do that. Let's go grab this Memon and we'll hand in that quest. Oh. Where he at though? Oh, I have to somehow get up there. Is that gonna be like a difficult thing to do? I don't know if I have the brain power. Oh my god. I've got to think about it. Oh. I need brain power to get to that Memon. Do they know who I am? I don't have brain. I have brain cell. Got about 1.5 that I can rub together on a good day. That little guy. What the hell? Oh, wait. Oh, wow, I'm stupid. Told you, 1.5 brain cells. Alright. We are using the return pillar. Oh, some frame rate crustiness. Wait, what am I doing? What are these buttons that I'm pressing? I don't even know. How do I play video game? How? And? Shinagawa? Place I currently am. Who's this over here? Oh, it's that Jack Frost. Or once item. I'm ice gem? Or chakra drops, I think? I've unfortunately encountered a very specific brainworm where every time I hear the word chakra or think of the word chakra, not only do I think of Naruto, but I think of the Naruto energy drink that's called like chakra in a can. And I don't know if anybody has seen this or is aware of this thing's existence. But I would like to show you. I don't know why this exists, or who makes it, or why they make it, or if they still make it. There's a lot of mystery surrounding this product. But let me see if I can display this to you with my best OBS abilities. I almost had it. I almost did it perfectly. Sadly, the image I downloaded was a Twitter image. And so it was a GIF and not a JPEG. So, yeah. Chakra in a crayon. Chakra in a can. This is, unfortunately, when I go to my items and I scroll down and I see chakra drop, this is what I think of. So, I hope I've cursed you with that as well, because this is what's been going through my head pretty much the entire time I've been playing this game. I've been kind of silently suffering from that, and now I've shared my condition. And maybe you have it now too, or maybe you also have it, and you've also silently been suffering, because there's no way that you can bring up Naruto energy drink in a way that ever makes sense to anybody. But it's a real illness. Dozens of people live with it, and there is no cure other than maybe a lobotomy. So thank you for attending my TEDx talk. I don't even know who Ted is. I could have sworn I handed this in, but I died, didn't I? Is that what happened? I died? Yeah, I died. I remember I started out explaining what this quest was, and then I went and turned this in. And then I think I got killed by Mr. Irish folklore man with a sword. Beyond Mock Come Hail. That's probably, you know, the that's the best joke I'll have all night. Is you know, a very intelligent and mature joke. But I'm sure that's if that's why you're here, I'm sorry. If that's not why you're here, I'm sorry. If you're here, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's that's all I've got for you. We do video games. We do this video game. We do video game here. But we also do card. And by we, I mean me. There's only me. And if you like card, I do card every Monday. Monday is the arbitrary day of the week I've decided is for card. But there's actually... That's a lie. Because I do not do the card on Monday. I do the card before Monday. But I share card on Monday. So I've tricked you all. And then I do video game whenever. And usually video game happen like the day before release. Just an FYI. Actually, a lot of the SMT5 stuff, I either do it the same day it's released, or I'll schedule it. I'll upload it the same day and schedule it for the day after. Because I like it to be available in HD when it comes out. Because I don't want anyone looking at stinky standard definition version. Because I don't like looking at it, so therefore nobody else who can handle it is allowed to look at it. But yeah, I've done moments where I do release it and don't schedule it to be released, and it just happens. But then, like, you have to wait, like, a few hours for the processing to, like, not, like, it's like maybe about an hour for the processing to finish for standard definition. And then you've got, like, another couple hours for it to process the HD. Which, like, I get. It can't happen instantly, obviously. But, I almost wish there was a way to to release it, like, same day. But just, like, as soon as the HD is done processing. Like, yeah, I could just schedule it for a few hours, but usually by the time I'm done, like, recording and editing, it's kind of late, so I'll just set it for, like, following day. And usually it's, like, midnight. I'll release it at, like, midnight. But I also have, like, a weird thing where I don't want it to look like I'm uploading, like, multiple videos a day. Because I don't want to, like, spam people's feeds. So, if I release one and it just came out, like, I'll wait. I'll schedule it for the next day if I keep playing and upload, because I think that's just better for most people. I think most people don't want to see a whole bunch of it, like, in their feed on the same day. Maybe that's an incorrect assumption, but I don't know. But yeah, so what a waste of time that was. I didn't even know where I was going with that, so I don't really have much to say other than that. Alright, like I said, my brain melted earlier today, and I'm still kind of dealing with the side effects. So, bear with me. I'm kind of sleepy. I'm a little thirsty. I don't have water by my computer like I usually do. That's like a bad habit I get around winter time, like when it starts getting colder. It's like I don't like... It's kind of gross to say, but it's the truth. It's because in the summertime I'll keep water around because, like, I kind of get sweaty. So, like, you know, it's hot. Everyone sweats. You know, there's nothing to be ashamed about. And, you know, when you're sweating like that, you lose, like, moisture a lot faster. So I'll keep water around because I'll get more dehydrated at a faster pace. So good to have water around when it's hot. Everybody knows this. Everybody sweats, grow up. But yeah, wintertime, you know, you don't get as dehydrated as fast. Or at least, you know, I don't. I'm sure that's the same for most people. I'm convinced I'm human, so I'm sure that other human also do not sweat in wintertime. Maybe you sweat in wintertime because you crank the heat up. I don't. I put on a hoodie or get a blanket. That's my secret. But yeah, so I don't keep water by my desk when I have a video game going. And that's a bad habit because then I do end up getting dehydrated eventually. And that's not good. Remember, you gotta stay hydrated. Real gamers hydrate. I guess I've kind of implicated myself as not being a real gamer. Yes, I guess I'm a fake gamer now. Can't believe it. So this is the end of the Let's Play. Because only gamers do Let's Plays, and I'm not a gamer. No? I should probably, you know, I can't even say gamer anymore. Oh, I keep saying it. you know, with the G word with the hard R. No, can't say that. But can I say gamer? Oh my god. People are probably not gonna like that. You know, I mean, no. People of game are the most oppressed caste of people in our society, which we do live in. I'm sorry, these are old memes. These are like, this is bad. I'm being a retard. This cringe, bro. You're making me crink. Let's convince this shirtless woman to join us. You want me to eat you? You can eat these. Not if I eat you first. Yeah, let's go with that. She threw something. Oh. Well, I mean, that's probably about how most of my interactions with women go. So, especially when they're shirtless, it usually doesn't go well. Oh boy. Yeah, let's avoid that subject, actually. I don't know how much more I want to go into that. Not at all, actually. Forget I ever said that. Oof. I'm not ruminating anything. Excuse the dead air. I don't really have much to say. Yeah. Let's just go with that. I'm a certified spaghetti spiller. You know, I'm just not good with my words. So of course I've gone into Let's Playing. Long form, unedited, so that everyone can truly enjoy the dead air and the verbal diarrhea that leaves my mouth when I do talk. Hey, I mean, we've hit fecal humor now. We've had the funny cum word. We've had the funny poopy word. I mean, we could talk about pee-pee, right? Like, you know, a little bit of piss. This is comedy, right? Like, this is what the people want. And the kids, they play the Fortnite and they charge their phone, right? Like, this is, like, I'm still hit with it, right? I'm not too old. Like, do the kids even say with it? They probably, like, no cap, kizzle whizzle, oh shizzle, like, I don't understand how Zoomers talk. Why do Zoomers say the words they say? Steal your heart? Oh my god, a Persona 5 reference. Let me go with that. Oh, okay. Well, I should have expected that. I hope they did that on purpose. That mentioning stealing hearts would get you killed. Something on my mind. This is just how I look. What? That was the easiest thing ever. Go. That was super lit. Like, do kids still say lit? Like the Zoomers? Like, do they say lit? I say lit. Lit was slain when I was the age of Zoomers 10 years ago. And when I was that age, I thought lit was a really dumb thing to say. And then it grew on me. Honestly, most of the slang that I use started out as using in jest. And I started using it more and more in an ironic fashion until I just started using it unironically. Because I think that happens to a lot of people. I don't think that's just me. So be careful with using lingo and slang, because you will will do bad things to your vocabulary if you do such things. Go with counter. Venom Chaser. Dark. I want some, like, medium. Physical attack. Or barrel. Axle. I don't want, like, a good, like... Yeah, let's go with Puncture Punch. Heat Wave might be good. This Dark. Counter. We'll slap Resist Fire on until I figure something out. You guys. Asuka. Gaja. You know what, like, Zon skills? Regular Zon? A little shitty. Maybe Beast-Eye would be good to have instead of just Fire. Oh yeah. I learn Resist Dark. Ooh. I don't have any with like a good Zon skill. Karukaja. Let's check what I can. I don't really want Basilisk. Completely honest. Make Haridi. I can't afford any special fusion. Make llama. Or lamia, not llama. What? Yeah, let's just have, like, Booba party, I guess. Christ. I swear this isn't on purpose. Go with Fukukaja Masukunda. You know what? Heavy blow. This is steel needle. 1 to 4 medium physical attack. Critical rate. If it's a high critical rate with Bloody Glee, I'm thinking that might have some good crit chance. Don't need resist dark. Steel needle. Replace Makajama. Forget who I feel. ISIS. I know, it's a super original joke. That way? Yanwu and Boker. Let's go Puncture Punch. Air count. Yeah. Secunda and Rakunda. I don't know how much I want to use, like, Kaja spells that don't affect the whole party, to be completely honest. Like, it's too persona for me. I like it when I can buff my whole party, and I think that makes it more worthwhile, to be completely honest. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that individual buffs suck. Like, or that you shouldn't use them. That's not... I'm just saying, like, individual debuffs, I think, are almost more worth it just because of... Because of, like, usually you want to use it a lot when you're fighting a boss. One target. Wait! Oh, I just got a recarm. I didn't want to get rid of that. Oof. Oh, that was bad. That was not good. Oh, whatever. get my party set up. I'm gonna have a harem, I think. And I'll save. And that's gonna be that for this part. You stuck through all of this drivel. Congratulations. You're a patient person and a real one. And if you liked the video, of course, you can always feel free to like it if you really want to. And if you didn't like it, you can leave a dislike, though YouTube doesn't show those anymore. But I'll still see it, so I'll know if you didn't like it. And if you want to see more, you can go ahead and subscribe, and you'll see it as soon as they come out. Maybe. I don't know how that works, but you'll see it somehow, maybe. And, I'll catch you in the next part, whenever that is. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night.